So, Martin, I know it's got to suck getting up every day knowing that you're nobody without me. You have no channel, you have no content, you have no views, you have nobody, no nothing without me. And it's just funny to watch you believe your ex with your 2,000 subscribers and 200 views and your free sponsorship that you went and signed up for, where if you sell 500 cases they'll give you a free one. Dude, you I gotta tell you that lie you told that you believed, that you went to a courthouse that doesn't exist and got a free internet background check that had already been read by somebody else and myself, that 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 didn't happen the way you said it did. And you're just going to have to come to the realization that just because you say it happened doesn't mean it's true. You gotta find a way to like reconnect with reality, because I think you've become such a pathological liar, believing your own lies. You have a hard time figuring out what's really true yourself. Okay. And what's really true is you're a liar and a grifter, and you have nothing without me. And it's even more funny, more sad, more pathetic watching you talk about being a parent. Well, everybody sees your wife go to work every day and you set on your tough. So you don't even care. You don't even care about your child enough to get up in the morning and go to work every day to make sure she has a better life than you did. Because you see, that's what being a parent's about: sacrifices, something you wouldn't have any idea. There's never been a day I would lay on my butt and let my wife go work while I laid around doing nothing. I wouldn't do that unless I was hospitalized. And yeah, what a parent you are. You're going to ensure that your daughter is raised in a rented 14 by 70 in a rundown trailer park because you're too lazy to work. So there's that. There's your reality. So vlog away, buddy. Use my name all you want. It just makes you look more pathetic than you already are. Nobody cares about your fibs anymore. You've worn them out. When your lips are moving, you're lying. And everybody knows that now. So save it. Now let's get on to this. I hate even having to do this reaction video, but I think it's important. It's important that it be done. And Crack Squad, you guys are responsible for destroying Ryan's reputation, his social media engagement and views. This is all your fault. Thomas Swartz, Rusty Truck, you're to blame. Wade Deaver, this is your fault. All of it. Father and son reactions, Kurt Burkhart, you let your friend drive drunk and drive his career into a tree just so you could say you were riding with him, which was incredibly selfish. This is your fault. And Ryan here, what we're seeing is the end of, it's amazing to sit here and think that Jelly Roll has flown past Upchurch and left him laying in a wake, a heaping pile of dust. Tom McDonald is the independent artist that matters right now. He's got music being played on mainstream radio and has the number one pop hit in the country. And when you Google Tom McDonald's name, you see nothing but positivity. What's his first name? But thanks to Crack Squad, and you know who you are. Thanks to you guys, when you Google Ryan's name, it's nothing but a flurry of negativity. And now we get to see this playing out between him and his family because he's on drugs and won't admit to being wrong about nothing. Still thinks that he's smarter than everybody, still thinks he's more talented than everybody, still thinks he knows more than everybody, thinks he can actually delve out life's advice when his own life. Here's a guy that's wealthy and his life's still a train wreck. Delving out life's advice to you morons. He is in no position to give anybody any advice on anything because there's no way you lose your living girlfriend and your entire family in a month and you're just fine. That's a lie. I already know it's a lie. And these days right here, you're going to regret for a long time because you can't ever take anything back. I think this is the dumbest thing in the world for you to do right now, Ryan, is to react to any of this. Because if what you're saying is true, you've got no reason to have to defend any of it. The truth always prevails. So, bad decision and shame on the people around you.
Well, I tried to go have vacation.
Okay, I'm ready to speak about it. Everybody's been wondering what's been going
He was on vacation last week and his mom made the video today. Just saying.
on. My gloves are off now. And this, I don't care. If I have to drag it out for the next 5 years in court, I will.
I need a fucking bunk bed in the courtroom.
Maybe try not slandering people. You know, I hate to break this to you, but knowing how to rap doesn't give you a free ride that you can just turn on your camera and slander anybody you want and there be no repercussions for it. And so when you get a little bit of money and people, see like a broke ass dirtbag, let's say, for example, like Wade Deaver or Carl Martin, okay, somebody that has nothing. They don't get sued because there's nothing to sue. What are you going to sue for? But when you do it, people can come for revenge and sue you. I think you'd figure that out by now, but maybe not. I don't know. But, you just can't slander whoever you want simply because you can rap. Doesn't work that way, son. The real world
To prove
can't do it.
that all the slanderous things my son has been saying about me are exactly that. It's effing slander. Now I am standing up for my other 3 sons who have written music for him.
Well, damn. The thing I'm most proud of, writing all my own songs. You know they did.
Hey, everybody. Listen to this. Nicole wrote it. And I remember you, and I think I do. I have the clip of you saying your little brother coined the phrase, raise hell, eat cornbread.
Didn't write no songs. Why would you lie about that?
Why
Because I
did
know
you
that.
lie about it then? You made a video and you said, Ryan, you made a video and you looked into your camera and you said, hey, everybody, look. Nicole wrote this. And then you played it. Were we not supposed to believe that now? So were you lying then or are you lying now?
They're not going to stand behind that. And if they do stand behind you and lie about that, well, then they're stupid as well. I don't think they are. But if they are, well, I'll disown them as well.
I think at this point, one would be a fool to accept any kind of handout, help, anything from Orion Upchurch because they're just weapons.
Well, he has gifted things and he's trying to take them back.
When have you ever heard about me giving something to somebody and being like, oh, no, give me that back?
I don't know. We just watched a video. Okay, so Nick and Tamara's been driving that truck for like a year. And then he has every reason to believe it's his because you said you gave it to him. But then when he went and traded it in, you had a big meltdown. Remember? Made a video about it and everything. Tried to accuse him of theft for trading in a gift. Remember? Remember that? Oh, remember asking for the truck back from Chase Matthew? Because he decided that he wasn't going to take your advice. He decided that being independent wasn't for him. He didn't want to be attached to all the negativity surrounding Ryan Upchurch and Creek Squad. Because, see, it's a big ball of negativity. When you search it, it's negativity. Nothing positive comes back in the search returns. It's all negative. And it's because of you and Crack Squad. Your Wade Devers, your Thomas Swartz, your Frederick Swartz, your Eismix, your Linda Zajaks, your Hillbillies. It's all a big ball of negativity now. And I think he didn't want to be a part of that. And so he finished his contract with you and signed another contract. And you used the most silly excuse to go after him I've ever seen, that some stupid journalist writing for some little known publication, talking in third party, worded something in a way that you could misinterpret to mean something else, and then tried to blame Chase for it like Chase wrote it, and he didn't. And then you asked for the truck back. Remember? Because we do.
I'm an Indian giver.
And then all the stuff you did to Johnny Cashville.
Because that's what he does.
I'd love to see that somewhere.
That's what he does. He gives you something.
If you guys would like to see it, it's on his channel in videos. Him asking for the truck back, him saying that he wanted it back, all that's still there.
You don't do something he likes or you don't go along with him, he takes everything back, or at least he tries to.
Well, that changed drastically really fast. Do I take people's stuff or do I just try to? Those are like...
It all means the same thing. Okay. This is like the second time you've used this silly semantics. And it's pathetic, just pathetic.
Like the opposite.
I am the 100% owner of Blue Moon Entertainment. I have proof of it.
Yes. You are a part of Blue Moon because it's a company that we created within our family. Yeah. It was the booking company to book Ryan Upchurch for shows. What other money was made through Blue Moon besides with me? Yes. The money goes into the booking company and everyone gets paid. You just don't get to take what you want out of it. It's a company.
I have got an attorney.
Well, yeah, of course you have an attorney. Everyone has an attorney that comes up against me. I'm worth like $20 million. Attorneys will crawl out of the fucking sewers. No pun intended on the sewer thing.
Well, I would say my advice to you is highly enjoy this fictional 20 million, because Crack Squad doesn't have any money. Crack Squad are a bunch of broke, loser grifters who don't work. They live on YouTube all day, and they have totally destroyed your reputation, totally destroyed the name Creek Squad and turned it into a huge negativity. And they are never going to buy anything of yours. Never going to buy a record. Never going to buy a shirt. Never going to pay for a concert ticket because they don't have it, because they're too lazy and too worthless. So, it's your Carl Martins and your Wade Devers. Okay. So the fans like me that bought music, paid for concert tickets, paid for merch, those fans that gave you that wealth were gone. You told us to F off. So my advice to you is probably ought to spend wisely.
I've been sued a lot. But look at my court cases. They speak for themselves.
He lies. He stands in front of house.
I challenge you, Ryan Upchurch, to show physical evidence that you've won a court case.
Houses that we don't know who the hell they belong to.
Paperwork to houses say who they go to.
The police gets called and he swears he owns the house.
No.
This is all very true, by the way. Queen Bee, they did a little bit of research on his live not too long ago. And a couple of other people did. And then I did out of my own curiosity. Okay. Those two houses that Ryan showed can easily be found. Okay. And neither one of those houses have ever been titled to Ryan Upchurch, the entertainer. Neither one of them have. Go check yourself, Crack Squad. Other people have. Rusty Truck's all good at that. He thinks he knows every property I own because he's too stupid to know what an LLC is. But come on, let's see you do the same research. I think you did. And I think you know what the outcome was. And that's why you've said nothing. Because Mom is 100% right. Neither one of those properties have ever been in this Ryan Upchurch's name, ever.
We were just checking because there was a house that had a prior document that had my name on it, and then it was in someone else's name. So we were checking what that was about. We found out. The people inside the home, when we knocked on the door, they're the ones that told us to come back 20 minutes later. We did. What else do you want to know?
Yeah, just like the house that was sold in 3 weeks' time, and the new owners forgot that, they told you they found some stuff, and then they called you back 3 weeks later because they found something else. And the something else was a couch and a chair that they probably didn't notice the first time they looked through the house, apparently. You realize none of that made sense, right? That, you said you put your studio equipment there, but yet, and you say you're in the studio every day, and your studio was being remodeled, but yet you own 2 homes at that time that we know of for sure outside of Ghost Ranch. And we all know that studio is a spare bedroom, but you had to take it there. But then it literally gets sold and you're not aware of it. And they have to call you and remind you that your stuff's there. But it's only been there for 3 weeks. I mean, it seems to me it'd be fresh in your mind. It would be fresh in your mind what you took there. Right? And then you talk about a car you don't know nothing about, but magically that same car appeared in a video a couple months ago. I mean, that whole thing's not adding up either. And if Crack Squad was just 1/100th as critical and skeptical as they are to anything someone else says against you, the way they do me and other people with their background checks and their searches and their real estate probes, they'd find out you're full of crap. They didn't find a couch and a chair 3 days later, Ryan. That didn't happen. And that Trans Am was setting out at Ghost Ranch earlier in the year. We saw it in a video. So stop it.
That I bought the house and gifted it to somebody. It was all a lie.
It wasn't a lie or a truth. We were just looking at documents and politely knocking on doors, saying,
But if it wasn't true, Ryan, why would you make a video telling Crack Squad mainly, that it was? Well, I know why you made that video. You made that video because you knew Crack Squad would go attack your mother like some immature 12-year-old, mad because you're grounded from your Xbox. Pretty pathetic. So right there, Crack Squad, he's admitting that there was just something they were checking. He had no evidence to back any of it up.
"Hey, do you know why my name is on this?" "Oh, it's because this reason." "Oh, okay. Have a nice day." That doesn't sound fierce at all. Do you know why? Because it ain't.
The police had to show up and tell him that he can't address it that way and that he can't come back.
Well, yeah, the police did tell me not to come back because they had no reason.
Just like they told you to leave Callie alone. Just like they told you to leave Callie alone.
To be there.
A young girl that is still dealing with your slander today. A 17-year-old girl who is still dealing with your irresponsibility.
There. After I found out what I needed to, there's no reason for me to be there. So he said, "Yeah, don't come back." Why you acting like I was being like super rowdy?
Because we just saw a video of you smashing the wind. Your solution to your little brother maybe driving a car without a license, like something you've never done, God knows, was to take a baseball bat and smash the windshield out of it. And funny how that seems to be the MO, violent outburst, threats, gonna sue you, gonna have you arrested, I'm gonna have you arrested for trading in that gift I gave you.
Body cam footage, dude. I'm sure somebody could be like, "Hey, can I see the body cam footage?" Or some shit. I don't know. Get a warrant to see the body. There's ways to look at the footage, woman. I'm literally sitting in my truck playing a fucking skateboard game.
Me, Ryan, and Brandon were all business partners. Business partners.
Really? And what part of the business did you do? Not anything that I told you to do, like taxes, finances, land taxes, greenbelt taxes. So what did you do? I would love to know.
But
This is the other one that's kind of funny because, Ryan, I know this is going to come to a shock to you because you're all big headed and you live in this bubble where you're this like whole aura of greatness and accomplishment, and everybody else just needs to learn from you. Taxes have to be signed before they're submitted. So just knowing that you were careless enough to not even pay any attention, and now you want to blame someone else, Okay. I mean, let's just assume for a minute it's true that you left it up to your mom to do your taxes. You would have still had to sign them. Did you sign any taxes, Ryan? Well, if you didn't sign any, they obviously weren't filed. So I guess maybe you don't know everything. Maybe you shouldn't be delving out life's advice to toothless 30-year-olds and aspiring 13-year-olds. Maybe you're not the guy to be giving people life's advice. Maybe you're just a guy that can sing and you don't know much else.
Now they're mad at me and they're cutting me out. And
I mean, I don't know about him, but I am. I mean, when I'm told my taxes are being done for years and years and years and they're never done.
Because you never signed them for years and years. For years and years. You never once looked into your own affairs or thought, she never brought my taxes over for me to sign and submit. Because, see, you would have had to pay, Ryan. I want you to listen to me. When your taxes are filed as an entertainer entrepreneur, you're going to have to pay, right? Do you remember writing a check and signing them? Well, of course not. But now all of a sudden it's someone else's fault. Okay.
Appointments were made for you to go and you didn't show up to any appointments. At least that's what the tax place is telling me. I mean, and the taxes ain't done. So, looks like a zebra, walks like a zebra is probably a motherfucking zebra, right? But thank God for Brandon, because now all my shit's good. And it's all getting done.
Where was Brandon before? Where was Brandon when they weren't being done? Where was Brandon when houses were being bought? $1 million just drawn out of your account and nobody knows about it. Well, where was Brandon then? Dude, I've said this before. Do not lie to a fisherman about fishing.
Blue Moon solely belongs to me. Brandon wrote checks out of it because I allowed him to be administrator on it. So they can't act like they didn't know it didn't exist.
Well, yeah, every artist is aware of what booking company books their shows. Doesn't mean you have to be aware of all the money that's unrightfully.
One show last year.
Okay, hold on. So you're saying the booking company was put in place to save me from myself? No, the booking company is there just to book my shows. What?
But wait a minute. If it's only there to book your shows, then why are you bitching at her about taxes? See how one lie grows into another lie? Martin, you ought to be paying attention to this too. You see how one lie grows into another lie? If all it was to book shows, then why are you talking to her about taxes?
Oh, Lord.
And now I got to protect myself and my sons.
Now you got to protect yourself from what? A minute ago, you were protecting me, from the booking company that only, books me. And now you're trying to save you from me.
From creeksquad. Everybody saw the comments, Ryan. Everybody saw the D threats, the R threats. Everybody saw that. Everybody's listened to the voicemails I've gotten.
Okay, hold on. So you're saying the booking company was put in place to save me from myself? No, the booking company is there just to book my shows. What?
But wait a minute. If it's only there to book your shows, then why are you bitching at her about taxes? See how one lie grows into another lie? Martin, you ought to be paying attention to this too. You see how one lie grows into another lie? If all it was to book shows, then why are you talking to her about taxes?
Oh, Lord.
And now I got to protect myself and my sons.
Now you got to protect yourself from what? A minute ago, you were protecting me, from the booking company that only, books me. And now you're trying to save you from me.
From Crack Squad. Everybody saw the comments, Ryan. Everybody saw the D threats, the R threats. Everybody saw that. Everybody's listened to the voicemails I've gotten. Everybody saw that stuff. Who are you kidding, dude? She's talking about the D threats and the R threats. The threats that say, don't let me see you out in public. That's what she's talking about. Crack Squad. That group of people I've been telling you about that's highly irresponsible out here destroying your reputation and your name because you don't have sense enough to flip on your camera and say, hey, don't you dare ever threaten anybody on my behalf. Don't you ever dare to R somebody using my name. Don't you ever threaten like that, saying you're speaking for me. I speak for me. You don't speak for me. And if I catch you doing that, I'm going to blacklist you. You're not responsible enough to make that video. Therefore, you've got a handful of dirtbags that feel emboldened and entitled. And they're out here trying to avenge you to anybody and everybody, and they do not know where the line is. They do not know where boundaries are. They do not know what's acceptable in society because they're social misfits. And it's going to bite you in your ass. I'm telling you, just as sure as you're sitting there, if you do not tell these dirtbags to quit attacking people on your behalf, you are going to end up paying big for it. They've already destroyed what Creek Squad was. Creek Squad's now Crack Squad because of them. When someone searches your name, it's a big aura of just drama and just negativity because of them. Your viewership's down because of them. Your comments are down because of them. Your likes and shares are down because of them. And your sales is down because they're all that's left.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing nothing to you. What are you talking about? If your problem is with me and I'm ignoring you, what? It just don't make sense, man.
You shouldn't even be making this video, Ryan. That's what doesn't make sense. She's not talking about you. She's talking about Crack Squad, your Wade Devers, your Linda Zajacs, your Eyes McSheffits, your Thomas Swartz, your hillbillies, those scumbags. You know, your grifters like Carl Martin, who isn't even an Upchurch fan, but has grifted on to the threaten people on your behalf roller coaster so he can get some views. And Crack Squad will adopt him. And until you got sense enough to understand how irresponsible and dangerous that is, all I can say to you, good luck, because you're going to need it.
And
This is to protect him because he can't stop bullying people online long enough to fucking have a clear thought.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that is what it is. That's all you've done over the last year. We haven't seen any good content. We haven't seen any good comedy. We haven't seen really any good music. All we have seen is you attacking people and then sitting back and giggling while Crack Squad wreaks havoc in their life. That's been the last year of your career. Tom McDonald has blown past you and left you in a wake of dust. He's got songs being played on the radio. He's got the #1 pop song in the country right now. And when you search Tom McDonald's name, you see a flurry of positivity. Used to be that way for you. Used to be this amazing story. About this humble kid from the sticks who went from nothing and became something. Now it's a story about how this dude just slandered a bunch of people online and then had this fan base of like 300 dirt bags that went around doxing and slandering and threatening people.
I can't go anywhere. I am done crying. Now I'm effing mad.
What are you mad for?
People making death threats, people threatening to R her, people slandering her all over social media because you drug your mom on camera. Was totally unnecessary, even if everything she did is true or everything you say she did is true. Let's just pretend for a minute it's all true. One would be a fool, but let's pretend you didn't need to get Crack Squad involved. And the minute you turned on your camera, Crack Squad got the green light. And now they're out here wreaking havoc on her life and your little brother's life, just like they do to everybody. And until you got sense enough to know that's not a good thing to do, it's just going to get worse. And it's going to forever taint your career and your reputation. If you had any brains at all, you would denounce Crack Squad today. But something tells me it's just going to get way worse before you learn that that's good advice.
I've been in Gatlinburg playing Pac-Man machines.
While Crack Squad's been threatening and stalking and doxing and following and yeah.
What now?
I am very sorry for everybody who Ryan Upchurch has bullied online.
Yeah. Talk to me like you never met me before.
No, she's just stating a fact. You've been bullying people. You don't think what you did to Zanime was bullying? You don't think what you did to Callie was bullying? You don't think what you did to there's no sense in even repeating it. That's all it's been.
It looks real.
This crap you did to Chase Matthew over some stupid half a sentence in some publication he had nothing to do with. Just ridiculous.
Normal.
I am so sorry, Katie, even though what you did was shady and not nice. You weren't there for the right reasons. But I still don't think you deserve to get what you got online and are still getting today.
See, I can't totally agree with her on that because the way Katie handled it was terrible. What she did was terrible, right? Break up with somebody, record their reaction, and then sort of insinuate a Me Too thing. That was just really crappy. But she was barely 18. She was a child still, extremely immature. And she was thrust into a relationship with a 31-year-old. And I think she felt like she was in over her head. And I think she knew that there was no easy way out. And it was all moving too fast. Not excusing what she did. I'm just saying I can understand why she went that route. And it proved to be true, her concerns, because Crack Squad still attacks her today.
You're unbelievable. I cannot believe what the fuck I'm hearing out of your fucking mouth.
What can I just ask you something, Ryan? What makes you think you're entitled to just slander the hell out of people? And then if they, and there's nothing wrong with that, but if they do it back to you, it's terribly wrong. I just want to know how your head got to that space.
You're saying sorry to Katie Noel
For what
for
Crack Squad? Well, for what Crack Squad's done. Yeah. She's not saying sorry to Katie, over her recording you and that. She's saying sorry over the disproportionate retaliation from Crack Squad. That's what she's apologizing for. And see, someday you're going to learn having Crack Squad out here doing this shit to people in your name is really dumb.
Comments of people saying, hey, you fucking suck. Because why? Because Katie tried to say I sexually assaulted her, fool. You can't falsely accuse people of shit like that. But no.
She didn't say
You're
that.
sorry that people were telling her
wait a
she
minute.
sucks.
Whoa,
But her
whoa,
music
whoa,
sucks.
whoa, 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 whoa. She didn't say you. That's not what she did. That's a gross exaggeration. She said she didn't feel like doing anything and you were sort of insistent. And so she got up and got out of bed. She didn't accuse you of doing anything. And she even said in her response video, you didn't do anything to her. Stop exaggerating.
Wow.
Nicole Arbor, I don't know what happened with you guys in the studio. He makes a lot of promises, but as soon as he's pissed, he takes those promises back.
Well, I can tell you what happened for sure. Okay. She wrote a verse to a song. He recorded it and played it for everybody.
Excuse me, what? You do know that that woman told the fucking TBI that I like buried people in my front yard and killed people, right? You're backing up the person who told the TBI in a whole courtroom that me and my friends murdered people and buried them in the front yard at Ghost Ranch. What in the fuck is wrong with you?
So I apologize for what my son has done to you.
Oh yeah, horrible me, right?
But you said a lot of crappy stuff about her, Ryan, didn't you? Didn't you call her a bunch of names and say a bunch of crappy stuff about her? Yeah, just saying. Why is it okay for you to do it?
Fuck you, Ryan. How dare you rush this woman to the hospital and get her checked out because she thinks she was roofied? Man, you're such a horrible son, you are.
How dare you tell everybody she wrote a song and play it for us and then swear up and down she didn't?
Zana May, I am sorry for what he's done to you.
There.
God damn.
Right there. Right there. Right there. That's why we're where we're at today. Let's watch that again. Just this level of ignorance.
Because she thinks she was roofied.
This level.
Man, you're
What
such
do
a
you do with this
you
level
are.
of ignorance?
Done to you.
God damn.
What did Zanime do to deserve what you and Crack Squad did to her? I want to hear it. Because she didn't do nothing but show up on a true crime podcast sharing a video of her vacation. So that was a really stupid response right there. You owe that woman and her family an apology. Big time, buddy. And there just ain't no getting out of it. You singled her out and unleashed a hell on her life for no reason other than you being whacked out of your gourd. She did nothing to you to deserve any of that. Period.
Damn.
Because I know what it's like to be bullied now. I can't even go to the grocery store.
Don't you just love how he just skipped right over that?
Bullshit.
And Kylie Rodney's family, I am very sorry.
Man, you're doing a good job at telling all these trending internet situations.
No, you said she was fake. You said she wasn't real. You, Ryan Upchurch, the guy with 3 million subscribers that you just bragged about a minute ago, you said she was fake. You said there was no proof she existed. You said her parents were scamming GoFundMe. That came from you. That didn't come from the internet. That came from Ryan Upchurch. And then you did live streams every night for a month So stop it.
Situations, sorry. Makes sense if you want to, destroy me. Yeah, let me go through and pick out every.
Destroy you. But what you did to Zanime, you didn't do all that. She just deserved that because she's a female and wasn't one of my fans. How dare her?
Every conflict he got in that I know he didn't start, I'm gonna name all those people and be like, I'm sorry to all y'all. I also hate my son now too.
No, you do owe the Rodney family a massive apology. You owe Zanime a massive apology. You owe her family a massive apology. You owe Chase Matthew a massive apology. That'd be a good place to start if you wanted to salvage what was left. Something tells me you're too big-headed, too conceited, and just not smart enough, haven't lived life enough to know what the wise thing to do here is. It's not too late. You could maybe turn it around. People, especially your fans, you got fans, your fans would forgive you. But if you keep doubling down on this shit, acting like you didn't do anything to deserve any of it, it's just going to continue to crumble.
You're great at strategies. You're wonderful.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with him.
Yeah, something's terribly wrong with me.
That's what's wrong with drugs.
It's a tragedy.
Also, sorry, Chase Matthews.
Oh, nope. Can't leave out him. Yeah, no, get back here, you little holler boy.
We're talking about a half a paragraph in a publication where some little known journalist writing an article for a little known internet publication is talking in third party about what someone else said Chase said. Not Chase. He didn't write it. This is some other journalist talking about what some other journalist said Chase said in a publication nobody ever heard of till you told everybody about it. And I read it every way but Sunday, inside and out, upside down and backwards. And I'm sorry, you're the only one that interpreted it that way.
It's a very weird thing to watch. But hey, I'm here for it.
Because I'm in the same boat you are now. Everybody is harassing me out in public. I can't go anywhere. All because he's so mad that you made a decision that he didn't want you to make.
Well, that sounds kind of gay.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Plus, that's not true. I think everyone who's watching this read the articles. And
yeah, we did. And everyone with an IQ above a 2 went, what's he talking about? That's not what the guy said at all. That's not what the guy said at all. Nobody took it that way but you, and you only. And it's not even as much as what you said about Chase, because you didn't say, hey, I'm really mad about this article. That's not what you did, Ryan. You said his new song sucked. You said he sucked. You said he wasn't going to get nowhere without you, blah, blah, blah. You said a whole bunch. But it ain't even that. It's Crack Squad. It's what Crack Squad did in your name afterwards that made it really, really ugly. And it's what Crack Squad is still doing in your name because you're too immature to tell them to not do that. Instead, you tell them I love you. So good for you. They're going to destroy what's left of your career. And you're going to deserve it.
Seen all the videos. And I've showed everybody why.
Yeah. Just for some of you that don't know, Chase Matthews completed his contract with Holler Boy Records. Now, the entire time that Chase was under Ryan's label, Ryan was doing videos and songs and stuff about Johnny Gobble. We barely heard him mention Chase. He sure as hell didn't promote Chase. He didn't show up at none of Chase's gigs and do like meet and greets and do like surprise stage appearances or anything. He just said, oh, I signed this dude. Go watch him. And so, Ryan's fans did. And when his contract was up with Ryan, he was offered a deal with one of the biggest, most successful labels in the industry, and he accepted it. And for that, a journalist, if you could even call it that, writing some article for some third-party rag said, and it was worded that Ryan was supportive of anything Chase wanted to do. That's the way it was worded. And Ryan took that to mean Chase was saying he told him to go sign with a label. And for that, Chase now has to deal with the Crack Squad, giving negative reviews on his song, giving negative reviews on his album, giving thumbs down on his videos, and saying slanderous stuff. He literally tried to destroy the kid's career.
I was mad. It was because I said, hey, Chase going mainstream was Ryan Upchurch's idea.
Not what it said at all. It said that Ryan was supportive of anything Chase wanted to do. You turned it into saying that. But the problem is, you're the only one that saw that. Everybody else read what it said. Ryan was supportive of anything Chase wanted to do.
Me being against mainstream, I was like, hey, asshole, that's not my idea.
I don't know.
Fuck
You acted just like mainstream. So you became everything you claim to hate. You tried to destroy that boy's career because he didn't do what you wanted him to do. Isn't that what you accuse mainstream of all the time, Ryan?
you for saying it.
Don't do drugs, kids.
And that's all.
And I said it to him, and I'll say it, and I said it to his guards, and I've said it to other people. If anything happens to me, it is either one of his followers behind it or one of his people that's closest to him.
Are you implying that I'm going to kill you? What the fuck? Why would you say that?
Ryan, Crack Squad left D threats on all your mom's social media. They threatened to R her and M her. And it was like multiple. The same players, the same people we see attacking people on your behalf, the same people that attacked me, same people that have attacked Johnny Gobble, same people that have attacked Chase, same people that attacked Heavy Duty Country, same people that attacked Zanime, same people that attacked Callie, same people that attacked Tony Dodd, same people that attacked Dick and Mel. They made death threats. Ryan, you've got people out here making death threats on your behalf. And I know damn well you saw some of them comments too. So don't play stupid.
I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of people wiping their fucking feet on me.
Where are all these people doing all these imaginary things you're talking?
It's not imaginary. She had to turn her comments off. They're right over there in the comments. You want to see them? Go read the comments on any of my live streams. Go. You want me to play some of them voicemails I got? You want me to play some more of those? You want Zanime to show you the list of nastiness she saved from her comment section? Quit being stupid. You know Crack Squad does this, and that's why you keep edging them on. Because you're too stupid to know how bad it's going to backfire. Because the only person it's going to hurt is you in your career and your reputation. But you go, boy. You keep cheering that shit on.
Talking about
When I've done nothing but try to protect him from himself.
You have got to stop saying that, dude. It sounds creepy because
Well, I'll tell you, my son, when he was in jail during COVID, and he got 2 of these stimulus checks while he was in jail. And when he got out of jail, that's all he wanted was his stimulus money. He wanted his stimulus money. He wanted his stimulus money. So I lied to him and told him, well, you know, you only got 800. He actually got 5,500. Now I had the rest put up. Now, it wasn't put up because I wanted it. It was put up because I knew if I gave it to him, it would be in the hands of a drug dealer in a matter of 2 or 3 days. So I kept it put up. And guess what? He ends up going to a rehab. He gets out of rehab. He's all bummed out because he's got nothing. And guess what? Dad hands him $4,400. Where'd you get this? Well, that's your stimulus money I put up for you. That's what she means by protecting you from yourself. Mr. I'll buy 3 cars today and hope I feel better, and then slander a bunch of people and get my ass sued.
I mean, you're not. And plus, I'm 30. I can take care of myself, dude. You got to stop saying weird shit.
Nothing weird.
Stop.
That.
You ain't got to protect me. You're not protecting me.
I think if your mom, I would argue that if your mom put cash in tangible assets that can't be taken, she was helping you. Absolutely.
I mean, I know it sounds good, but that's just not true. Taking money that I've earned to buy other people's houses and then signing the houses over into other people's names is not trying to protect me.
No, it's called protecting assets. Long term. But we already know that never happened. Ryan, listen. Told you this before, not to bullshit a fisherman about fishing. We have checked the real estate records. You're full of shit. That brick house has never one time been in your name ever. 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 The other one, we're not 100% sure yet, but we're 97% sure. And when we're 100% sure, we'll say so. But as it looks right now, you're full of shit on that one too.
In no way, shape, or form does anybody watching this think, oh, yep, that's definitely protecting.
And then, you know, going back to you claiming that you don't give gifts and take them back, creeksquad. How many times have you heard Ryan Upchurch say he bought his mom a house? So did you just let her stay in a house for a while? Or did you buy her a house? Because you said you bought her a house. And if you bought her a house, that means it's hers. And if she wanted to downsize, she ought to be able to do that. So there's that.
No. What the fuck?
You can't help somebody with that thinks like that.
Things like what? Like what?
What he is
like you're better than everybody, like you know everything, like you don't have to be responsible, like you can slander anyone you want. It's only wrong if someone does it back to you. That kind of thinking.
doing to people is dangerous.
Will somebody please tell me?
This is Crack Squad. this right here gives me, at least makes me feel okay saying we're watching the end of Ryan's career. The fact that he won't even acknowledge how dangerous and irresponsible it is to have a bunch of half lunatic, half baked, unemployed idiots out here making death threats and R threats and physical threats and slandering and doxing and following and on his behalf. And he refuses to acknowledge that and the danger in it. Here's the danger in it. Okay. Just since you don't know, Ryan, here is the danger in it. Carl Martin, perfect example. Guy is a nobody loser who lies so much he don't even have any friends because even his friends can't stand to be around him because you don't know when every time his mouth is open, he's telling a lie. And they're tired of it, right? He can't hold a job because he lies so much. He made a video slandering me, and creeksquad lifted him up like he was some kind of a glorious human being. They rewarded him. Do you understand that there's going to be some lunatic want the ultimate reward? It's coming. And it'll be your fault.
Where do you put those at?
Because none of them would be doing this if you said, hey, if I catch you threatening somebody on my behalf, I'm blacklisting you. I want nothing to do with you if you do that sort of thing. A smart entertainer would do that. Tell you what, Ryan, you ask Jelly Roll, Adam Calhoun, or anybody else in the business if they think it's smart for you to encourage a bunch of low-life deadbeats to go out doing D threats and R threats on your behalf. If they think that that's a smart thing to do, or if that could really backfire, and see what they tell you. Because at this point, you need to be taking advice from them. You need to take advice from Jelly Roll on how to be an independent artist. You need to take advice from Tom McDonald on how to be an independent artist. You need to take advice from Adam Calhoun on how to be an independent artist. Because they have sense enough to know you can't have all this negativity surrounding your name. You can't have 300 or 400 people out there every single day slandering and doxing and stalking and following and just doing crappy stuff to people on your behalf. Because one of them is going to take it too far. There's already I could show you, there's one guy outside of Patrick Patterson. There's a guy that's made about 200 videos.
Who suggested that?
And he talks about you being the Antichrist and shit. You're going to eat these words. I'm promising you will. Because these people, they feel more emboldened every day. Especially after you did that irresponsible shit the other day telling them you loved them. Oh my God. That was really dumb.
Tell me what it is I'm doing, please. Because I sure as fuck don't know.
Encouraging creeksquad to attack people on your behalf. And not calling them out for it. Not telling them not to do it. Not apologizing for picking out some random girl and accusing her of sex trafficking Kylie Rodney.
Besides working.
Because the following that he has, somebody's going to want a white knight for somebody.
There you go. That's 100% true, dude. I've got voicemails right now, Ryan, of people literally threatening to kill my grandson. You better chew on that for a while. It's very, very true. And you're a fool for ignoring it.
I don't know why.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to run in and be the hero and like off, Upchurch's mom or
Yep.
off.
I saw at least at least 10 D threats and 2 R threats. And I never even read through all her comments. I just read like the first 50. And that's all it was threats, Ryan. Threats, physical threats. You're gonna wish you'd have paid attention to that shit.
Off, oh my God, what's her name? Nicole Arbor. Or like kick Jace Matthews' ass out in public just because their leader said so.
Nobody gives a shit about what any of those people are doing.
In today's world, Ryan, when you got somebody filling your voicemail box screaming at the top of their lungs that they're going to take a pew pew and put holes in you, you can't just blow that off like, oh, it's just so. I mean, yeah, probably a good chance it's somebody just running their mouth, but there's that 1% chance that they're not. And the problem is that has perpetuated into a group that they keep rewarding each other. That's the dangerous part. You see, Thomas Swartz makes a video slandering me. Creeksquad rewards him. Attaboy, 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 view, like. So some other guy says, oh, gee, I'm a nobody. If I threaten this person too, they'll like me too. Carl Martin, insert. It's just a matter of time for somebody with loose screws. You've got one right now. You've got a guy right now that I'm telling you is mentally unstable. Should probably be committed. Out here white knighting for you. I get 5 or 6 messages from him a day. On everywhere he can try to message me. You got another guy that's running around saying you're the second coming of Christ. You don't think he'd off somebody for you? You better wake up. This group of 300 or 400 people, Ryan, that you have embraced, that you have encouraged, that you have rewarded, are really out there, really doing some dirtbag stuff, and they have destroyed your reputation. They have tainted creeksquad. Bad. Don't believe me? Search your own name. Search creeksquad, and if something positive comes up, I'll kiss your butt. It's all negativity because of them. Because of them. And you not having sense enough to say, hey, whoa, don't you do that on my behalf. That's the most dangerous, reckless, irresponsible thing I've seen a celebrity do. And I'm telling you, it's going to bite you in your ass. It's going to bite you in your ass. It's already depleted your viewership. It has depleted your engagement. It has depleted your comments. I know it's depleted your income. So you just keep on pretending like it ain't a thing and watch.
I haven't even mentioned them.
This is what we're dealing with. This is dangerous behavior, and I'm done sitting down.
It is dangerous.
Where's all?
There's no sense in even seeing the rest of this. It's just him pretending like he played no part in it.
This danger at, please.
I'm gonna R you and M you. I'm gonna pew pew your grandson. I think Ryan is the chosen one.
Did you not see anything from December to now?
Very irresponsible dude.
Point me in the direction of all this danger.
I am done.
Patty, turn your comments back on so we can show him. No, he's just being disingenuous. He saw him. He right now he's so immature. He thinks it's great.
Done. I'm done. So there's my statement, y'all. I'm ready, and I will be in court for the next 10 years. I do not care.
Wonder how's come Jelly Roll. Now, see, this is where I'm going to play devil's advocate. How's come Adam Calhoun's not getting sued all the time? He's wealthy. He's independent. How's come Jelly Roll's not getting sued all the time? He's wealthy. He's independent. Well, how come? How's come Tom McDonald's not getting sued all the time? He's wealthy and he's independent. What do you think's different between you and them? Well, I can tell you why. They don't slander people from their social media platform. They don't use their social media influence to bully people they don't like. And they don't use their social media influence to slander people. That's the difference. That's it. It really is that simple. If it was just about having money, well, then Tom McDonald would be getting sued all the time, and Jelly Roll would be getting sued all the time, and Adam Calhoun would be getting sued all the time, right? See, Jelly Roll, Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun would have sense enough to say, don't you dare ever threaten to M somebody on my behalf. If you do that, you are no fan of mine. See, they have sense enough to say that. You don't. And that is why you're going to continue to get lawsuits. And Crack Squad's going to continue to destroy your reputation and can continue to destroy Creek Squad's name because of you.
All over some paper you can't take with you in the afterlife.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
some
all it's
shit.
about. Well, then why don't you just throw it all away and give it to somebody and go get a job? All your problems will be over then. It ain't got a damn thing to do with any money. It's got to do with the way you treat other people and the way you have used your social media influence for negativity instead of positivity. That is why. I guess enough of that. And so I guess Martin's going to make a reaction video. So, and I'm sure he'll put my name in the title so you guys will want to watch it. Everybody have a good day.